Yo, guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended. And as you can see, they released kind of like a secret hidden update with a new tame. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Ark's Fantastic Tames, they released this little creature, obviously, kind of in a surprise drop that nobody was expecting, kind of like they did with the Pyromane. So we'll kind of see that, but they released all of this stuff for their Halloween event. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through all of this stuff, including kind of like the hidden stuff that we did not expect. Obviously, you can see this is their new Dreadmare that exists. It's kind of like a flying horse that somehow has life steal. Not really sure. I'll explain that in just a second, though. Anyways, here's the trailer. We'll come back and watch that one in just a second, but you can see prepare to meet the Dreadmare, a legendary creature of myth and shadow, the fearsome mount found on Scorched Earth and the center, so not on the island. Grant you command over dark magic, draining the life of foes, weakening defenses, and even veiling abilities in a shroud of darkness. Take flight on this ominous steed and wield its unique powers to turn the tide in your favor. So that's really interesting. Embrace the shadows, Dreadmare awaits. Now, obviously you can see there is the actual dossier for it, I guess is the best way to put it. This was not something anyone was expecting, so it's really interesting. You can see that wild, it's an apex predator, which is interesting. But I saw it's from blah 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 metal. Yeah, you get it. But anyways, you can see that it's can acute threat response to literally anything. Yeah, so it's really interesting. Domesticated, you see, you break this beast the usual way. Once you have the Dreadmare's respect by killing it a few times, yes, you read that right. You will respawn one to fight again and again until you prove yourself worthy. So basically, you have to keep killing it until it actually comes in, is tameable for you. Once you've won it over, the Dreadmare will reveal its greatest ability to tuck another into your warbeast into a pocket dimension for later access. So it's like a mini. Do you remember when we used to have Pocket Gigas and Pocket Rexes and Pocket all these things? It might be a way to bring back some of that. So Pocket Dimension, basically riding into battle with that capability, which is a really neat thing. If they're bringing that back, that really adds something to the PvP, and I really hope that's the case. I'll get into it once. I'm still downloading the update and patching everything. And once that's released, I will go into it and kind of try and test that for you guys. But anyways, yes, Fear Ascended is also live. Obviously, you can see it is coming from, literally today from Club Ark. So there's a whole bunch of updates, new creature, not new map, but like new Club Ark stuff, making all of the zombie creatures. And they added the Dodo Rex and the Dodo Wyvern, which is a huge add-in. So definitely check those out. Obviously, you can see here's the event date. So it's a 2-week range. This was like a shock thing. They admitted that there's going to be some bugs, but you can see that the Dodo Rex and Dodo Wyvern have been added back, including all your generic stuff that I've talked about in the past. Now check this out, right? So there's a lot of event creatures. You can see all creatures are going to spawn on their native map. But what I think is really neat, they're bringing these two back. Obviously, the Scorched Earth is going to be the one with the Dodo Wyvern, and Dodo Rex will be the island in the center. These three are super powerful. You usually can get them way above level cap, so definitely check that out. Zomdodos are always fun, and then all your generic tames. Now here's your new Club Ark events, a spooky makeover, a new Fear Wave minigame, and event store to unlock our event cosmetics with the Club Ark tokens, which is kind of cool. Now, obviously, event creature skins, obviously, these are the ones that have existed in the past. And then these are some of the new skins, a Cleaver, Crowbar, Werewolf, Arrowhead, Axehead, and Swordhead, and then all of the old school skins. Now, event items, I'm really curious to see what this is, right? Horror Species X, I'm wondering if it says item. Now, I want to be very clear. It doesn't say that this is a skin. It says it's an item. So maybe there is an actual Species X that they're adding. More turrets is always a good thing because Species X could certainly use a buff. So that'd be really neat if they added that into the game. Now, who knows if it'll last longer than 2 weeks, but we'll see. And then obviously you can see that you've got all the generic colors, all that kind of stuff. So, starting Fear Ascended, from the main menu, you have to select the mod tab and then you have to search for it. So just be aware of that. So this is for single player and non-dedicated. On official, it's actually activated, but on the actual single player and non-dedicated, you will have to download the mod. So just be aware of that. And then starting Fear Ascended on unofficial, you basically just have to enable the mod and call it good to go. And now obviously you can see there's a ton of patch notes. Now they released a massive update with this. There's a lot of information inside of this. You can see armor and skins not properly aligning on training dummies. Gigantopithecus sliding on the Zeppelin with structures. Fixed survivor mates continue to interact with the inventories after automated withdrawal is disabled. Tech replicator wireless crafting can now properly be disabled. There's a whole bunch of fixes. I like when they do things like this. I like when they say, hey, we just fixed a bunch of these. We're not even going to bother because there's so many that are fixed. Now, obviously, some people are going to be like, oh, Teach, it's just you're fanboying. No, I'm not fanboying. Ark has a lot to fix, but when they release new creatures and things like that, it is something that's really cool. I like seeing things like this. Now, the one thing I will say is you can see it's a fantastic tame, so it's probably one of the ones you have to purchase. But the Dreadmare is a really neat thing. I'm hoping that I'll be able to kind of test it out a little bit and show you guys what's going on with it. But let's go ahead and check out the commercial, which is going to be interesting right here. I'm going to kind of turn the volume off because I don't like it too much. But just so you can see, it basically, I'm not really going to pause it too much. They changed the actual look of the event store. You can see the Dodo Rex. That's what the plant species, let's go back a little bit here. There, nope, there. That's what that plant species X horror mode looks like. It looks like it's something straight out of Mario Brothers, so I'm curious to see that. Kind of trying to skip around so you don't see too much. So you can see this is how you're going to get the actual zombie wyverns through the special reward. You'll have to turn the wheel in order to get that, so just be aware of that. The actual bounty hunter, there's a new mission that's obviously you can see right here. You got a spider and some of these. You're literally just going to be killing things. That's kind of, it looks like some sort of wave system that you'll get rewards for. Obviously, there's new skin, the werewolf skin. So it's going to be, I like that they're adding these new skins, but we'll see how effective it actually is. And then comes the commercial for the actual Dreadmare. The Dreadmare is going to be really interesting just because obviously it looks really cool. It has this like portal dimension thing, and obviously, so you heard what I said earlier, you have to kill it a whole bunch of times. Not really sure how that's going to work. You might have to go to this, whatever that little taming station is, kill it and keep killing it over and over. I wonder if it's like the speed in which you kill it makes it better, but there's a portal dimension thing you can see right there. It spawns in that guy because it like keeps it in place. And then obviously you can move an Ankylosaurus with it. I don't know if it's going to be weight based, but if it, oh, that's crazy. So you might be able to just teleport creatures. Now, if it is weight based, that's really strong. All right, I mean, it's really broken if it's not, there's no weight to it. But it looks like it's going to be useful in a lot of different ways because it's got some sort of mobile attack. It's got some sort of life steal. And then very similar to the Pyromane that has a lot of strength. I think this is going to be a little bit of a broken creature, and that's why people are going to want to pay. I'm assuming it's going to be like $6, but I don't know for sure. But that's kind of where we're at with it right now. So again, some cool updates. Do I think that it's going to be a little bit broken because it's probably pay to win? Yeah, but I haven't even logged in yet, so I don't know that for certain. So don't hold me to that. But there's a lot of really cool stuff. I mean, I like when they release new stuff like this. I'm okay with it because as long as they keep producing new content and not just canceling the game itself, I'm okay with it. So, you know, some people are going to tell me what you think in the comments below, and that's fine. That's your opinion. I can think what I want as well. But this is going to be crazy. I think it's going to be insanely broken, this Dreadmare, but we'll see. I will test it before saying too much more on that. But a pretty big update they brought. I mean, they heard us all complaining, so they brought back the Dodo Rex and the Dodo Wyvern. I don't know if you guys saw that announcement, but they literally didn't plan on adding them. We complained enough, they added them back in. So that's huge. Good job, guys. But yeah, that's kind of where it is. Hopefully this is a video that helps you out. And other than that, Teach out.